Hello and welcome to another video with me, Winner Andrew. It's another video of Weekly Andrew, in which this week, basically, most of the anime for the season has ended already, with only basically Friday, Saturday, and Sunday's anime left, pretty much. What little is left on those days, at the very least. But, yeah, starting off for going through all these things, Sasaki and Peeps, or Sasaki and Pii-chan, which I think it was a pretty good anime overall, with a bit of an interesting story, which apparently stuff was kind of getting skipped and cut out of it, but overall, I think that probably explained why the quality of the story kind of went down as it went on, I guess. But a lot of different things going on in it, tons of different tropes and all that. Seriously, the amount of things going on, it's fucking ridiculous. But yeah, I did enjoy it, and yeah, another season has been announced for it already, apparently. So yeah, got that to look forward to. And next thing, the Unwanted Undead Adventurer. Good anime, kind of nice and simple, slow story with it as well. Kind of had a bit of a slice of life feel to it due to how slow it was and everything. And honestly, I don't have all that much to really say about it, considering I honestly didn't have any problems with it, and I honestly was just enjoyable watch. And I would like to see a second season of it, though I'm not exactly sure what the chances are of it getting one. But yeah, moving on to the next thing, Frieren, which, yeah, I don't really know what exactly to say about this besides that it's just good. The story, characters, animation, everything in it is basically just good, without question. And I honestly didn't even realize just how popular Frieren actually was until like 6 episodes in or something, when I noticed that it's #1 on Mal. And yeah, it's still in that #1 spot. I'm honestly surprised that it's managed to stay there. It may have actually managed to do the impossible and dethrone Full Metal Alchemist from the #1 spot on Mal, for fuck's sakes. But yeah, that is not something I really expected to be seeing anytime soon. But yeah, I'm honestly happy for it, considering it is a good anime. I honestly don't really have tons to really say for it, because anything else would kind of just going into the story and all that, and just, yeah, I don't want to be doing that, considering I don't want to drag this episode video on too much. But yeah, I'm expecting it to get a second season considering the popularity, but for some reason there hasn't actually been announcements yet. It's like, which I honestly don't really understand. It's like, you could at the very least announce another season, right? You don't need to say that's in production or anything, it's just that you're going to make one, right? They could do that, but they haven't. But yeah, next thing, the Way of Pon, or Pon no Michi, which is basically just a simple slice of life, cute girls doing cute things anime, which is mostly focused on mahjong. And the anime apparently, at the very least for one episode, was sponsored by Mahjong Soul, considering they are all playing that game. Overall, not really anything special about the anime, to be honest, though I do honestly wonder what they're thinking when it comes to the ending there, considering with the way they ended that, with a new girl showing up at the end, and it ending with the end question mark, I'm honestly kind of wondering if they're thinking of another season for this damn thing. Which I honestly just going to take a guess that they're not, and that's just purely there to try and get people to buy the source material. That's all I think that really was, considering I highly doubt it's getting another season, considering that's just the way anime like this are, with slice of life cute girls doing cute things stuff. Rarely see them get another season. But yeah, next thing, Tales of the Wedding Rings, which is one of the most generic ecchi harem isekai anime I have seen in a while, to be honest. Considering, honestly, everything in it was basically just super generic, to be honest. And for some reason, it's already gotten a second season announced. And I'm honestly not sure if I really want to watch that second season when it starts airing, considering I could have easily gone without watching this thing. Especially with all the cock blocking going on. It's like, seriously? All the characters are either cock blocking each other, and if not that, they're cock blocking themselves. So there's basically no kind of relationship progress for any of the characters. Though most of that is just down to Sato basically being a super generic main character, I guess. Yeah, massive funking whip, basically. But yeah, moving on to the next thing, which is a sign of affection, which is very nice, wholesome romance anime, which I guess is also more mature as well. I guess considering it doesn't have anything over dramatic going on in it, it's just nice, simple, wholesome romance with adult characters, considering they're all in college, basically. So yeah. And by the end of it, basically all the ships have started sailing already. So yeah, it didn't go on for several seasons with that stuff. It's all basically going one season, that's it. For fuck's sakes, Yugenki and Itsuomi both basically started dating halfway through the darn anime. So yeah, don't really have all that much to say, but I don't think this is going to get another season because that's just the way it feels. It doesn't really feel like it's going to get another one, from what I can tell. But yeah, moving on to the next thing, which is Apothecary Diaries, which is the other anime alongside Frieren, which is easily basically the best anime for the last two seasons, with them both being two concurrent scores and stuff. So yeah, great story. All the mysteries and everything going on in it are in some way connected to each other, to some degree. Characters are good and all that stuff. And honestly, I personally just really like Mao Mao's character in it. I think that's mostly just due to the fact that she's a pragmatic character, which is something you really do not see very often at all. So, yeah. I also think more of that might be just due to the fact that I'm a bit pragmatic myself. So, yeah, it's nice to see a character like that for once. Also, another season has already been announced for 2025 apparently, so that's nice to see. Moving on to the next thing, which is the seventh time loop of Villainess enjoys her carefree married life to her worst enemy. Yeah, this one the best Villainess anime I've seen, I think, in a while here. Though it's not really a villainous anime, considering that whole thing basically comes from her being falsely accused of plotting against her country at the beginning of the anime, basically. So she's not really a villain at all. And there's also another part of the title there that's kind of just flat out wrong, which is the whole carefree life and stuff. It's like, yeah, she's doing the exact opposite of having a carefree life because she's basically working herself too much to the point where she does basically get sick and faint and stuff. Yeah. Bits of romance in it, though, are pretty nice, despite the whole cover image for it's basically making it to look like a harem anime or something. But it does only have one love interest, which is, of course, Arnold. But yeah, nice Otome kind of gay anime there, with only one love interest for once, which is nice. For the most part, the whole thing is mostly focused on the story and the characters themselves, so it doesn't really focus all that much on the romance aspect, I guess. With Riche basically trying to stop Arnold from going to war with the whole world or whatever. So yeah, pretty sure she's going to succeed in that. But yeah, moving on to the next thing, which is the Banished from the Heroes Party. I decided to live a quiet life in the countryside, season 2, which is basically the only kicked out of a Heroes Party anime to get a second season so far, at the very least. And I honestly think that is mostly just due to the fact that the romance in the first season was just good enough that made it popular enough to get another season or something, I think. But yeah, with this season, it doesn't really have much that slice of life romance stuff in it because it continues focusing more on the story, the plot, and all of that, which is mostly about the new hero Van at this point, which you basically spend most of the anime just wanting Garuti to punch his face in, which we do get to see once before Red sorts him out and its Van onto the right path. Yeah. But what bits of romance it did have were nice, I guess. I honestly swear that Red and Rich were already married, but apparently they weren't. But at the very least, with the final episode, they are now gotten engaged. So, yeah. One other thing I guess I'll mention for us is just the opening for the anime. Because I kind of just find that a bit funny a bit or something. Considering it basically just said screw the main characters and just made the entire opening about Ruti and Tise. Considering it's literally just those two in the opening until the end where Red and Rich got like 1 second and that's it. Yeah. Not going to argue with that considering the fan service and all that, and it's just nice and wholesome stuff there. But yeah, don't really have all that much else to say there, so moving on to the next thing, which is It's Time for Torture Princess, which is a good comedy anime. Started off kind of just wondering how long it will to keep things entertaining, which it managed to do for the entire anime. Managed to keep things fresh the entire time, with the amount of different things it was doing and all that. It even became an isekai in the final episode for like a few minutes or something, where the Demon Lord ended up saving the entire world in 2 hours. Yeah, the Demon Lord, who is also one of the best fathers I've seen in an anime for a while, and just from what I've seen of him and all the torture methods in this, for some reason I think the only reason why the Hell Horde has not already won the war against the humans or whatever is because they're just too nice to take advantage of their weaknesses. But yeah, overall, character's good, and the same with the comedy and all that. Second season also has been announced for it, which I honestly really did not expect. But yeah, I guess we'll get to see the princess continue getting tortured in another season. But yeah, moving on to the next thing. Hokkaido gals are super adorable, which is basically just a generic harem anime, seriously. I feel like it could have been unique in a way, something like that, but it ended up becoming super generic until it started introducing more girls and turned into a harem. But yeah, the only things that really make it unique in any way is the fact that it's, for one, set in Hokkaido, and the other is that all the girls are Garus. So yeah, that's all that's really kind of unique about it, I guess. And to be honest, a part of me just kind of feels like this more of an ad for Hokkaido than anything else, to be honest. Considering that's just how generic it was. But yeah, that's that for that thing. So next up is The Fullest Angel Dances with the Devil, which is a rom-com, and honestly, I kind of think it was just okay, really. And honestly, I kind of think the story in it was actually the best part of it, despite its whole being a rom-com and all that. Though the story only really started getting good towards the ends there, getting more interesting and all that. When it comes to the rom-com part of it, it kind of feels like a bit of an older rom-com, which is apparently also censored and stuff. Considering apparently the source material had a lot more dirty jokes and all that kind of stuff in it as well, but overall, I think the anime was pretty okay at the very least. Not entirely anything special for it. But yeah, next thing. Villainess level 99. I may be the hidden boss, but I'm not the Demon Lord. Which is another Villainess Otome game anime. Isekai and all that. Which is honestly kind of one of the more unique ones, to be honest. But there were also apparently quite a few changes from like light novels and stuff. But yeah. For once with this, you don't got the main character kind of just needlessly worrying about things the story playing out the same way and everything, despite having them already causing the story to deviate completely off course from what it's supposed to be. Though that's not exactly the case when it comes to this, considering that other characters in this are forced to follow the story still. So I guess there's kind of would be a need for to kind of worry about the story going down the same path. Though Yumilia is not doing that at all there. But yeah, not exactly sure of the whole characters being forced to continue down the story of the game or anything is something from the light novels or if it's an anime original thing, considering they apparently did make quite a few changes with stuff. So I'm not exactly sure what that whole aspect's there. But with the very least, with the end of the anime there, apparently things happened completely differently in light novels or something. Because apparently, light novels, no one trusts Yumilia. And the only one that was smart in the whole group there was the prince of all people. And that was purely due to Patrick's efforts to make him understand that Yumilia is not evil. But yeah, considering all the changes that were made in it, there's no way it's getting a second season. Considering, from what I can tell, with what I've kind of gathered when it comes to stuff, at this point, the anime story conflicts way too much with the actual story in the light novels to really continue at this point. So yeah, no second season for this at all. But overall, with this whole anime, it was kind of just a good deadpan kind of comedy when it comes to Yumilia, at the very least, and it also had kind of some bits of romance as well with her and Patrick. Overall, it was good, I guess. Nah, not entirely special, but it was kind of also a bit unique still. But yeah, that is that. So moving on to Jaku-Chara Tomozaki-kun's second season, or second stage, I guess is called there. But, yeah. I don't really think I can really say if it was good or not, considering I personally just don't really like it for multiple reasons. Considering I honestly just really do not like how the characters are basically just wearing masks and not being themselves, really. Considering just makes them feel fake to me at the very least. And then there's of course all the dumb drama that I don't like in it either. So yeah. And due to all that stuff, pretty much I don't really give a shit about the romance that's going on in this whole season and everything. And that's when I can still enjoy some of the most generic romance anime out there. I just don't care about the romance in this at all despite that. So, yeah. If it gets another season, I don't think I'm watching it to be honest. Considering I just cannot really get myself to enjoy the anime at all. So yeah. Next thing, which is the final one I got for this week, Dr. Elise, the Royal Lady with the Lamp. An isekai, kind of villainous anime, since that is basically what she originally was, before she ended up dying and being reincarnated into Japan, where she became a doctor only to die in a plane crash, and end up back in her original world so with a second chance of her life there. So, yeah. Overall, kind of decent. Nothing too special about it. And apparently the whole lady in the with the lamp thing on the titles thing that we would see in a second season if it gets one. But apparently they did skip quite a bit of stuff in this, so I doubt we'll get a second season. The only other thing I really have to mention is the whole plane crash thing is like, seriously? Stuff's already made it into anime? Seriously, what the fuck is going on with planes this year? But yeah, that there is anime done for this week, I guess. And I guess I'm just going to go ahead and kind of show off all the anime that I am planning to watch next season. Well, for the most part, at the very least. Considering the rest of the anime for this season ends over the weekends, basically. And then the next season starts. So go ahead and show off the things I am watching for next season. And then, yeah. Considering I'm pretty sure, at the very least, with anime airing next season, like, at least a third of the anime I'm watching are going to be starting by the time I record next week's video. So, yeah, go ahead and show this stuff right now. But yeah, that's that. They're done basically. So, I don't really have all that much else to say here. Besides Age of History 2 videos, considering I think YouTube doesn't like my videos this week. For some reason, considering episode 1 of my series of Spain there in World War II. Compared to the average my channel has, that first video has pretty good click-through rates and average view duration, yet YouTube stopped pushing it out to people. I'm kind of just wondering why that is. Maybe Germany's flag. Yeah, I'd probably put it up to that. And honestly, the best thing I can really balance that is the fact I'm not playing Germany. I'm going to be continue playing as Spain until I take over the entire world. So I'll eventually end up taking over Germany. And at that point, if series ain't doing that well, it's like, YouTube, do you like Nazi Germany or something? I'm literally crushing them, yet you apparently don't like that? Come on! But, yeah. It's fucking dumb shit, I tell ya. I guess I could possibly make a little change in the game by also change Germany's flag or something. And have some fun with that, I guess. Though I honestly don't think I'm going to do it because, don't care. Guess just fuck YouTube in general. I don't care about them. I genuinely just make videos because I want to. So, yeah. That's basically everything for this week here. Kind of went on long enough, I guess, because of how much anime there was to talk about. But yeah, there is the end of this video. I hope you all enjoyed it. I hope you all have a wonderful weekend, and I'll see you all in the next video. Bye-bye.